One, two, three, four. is about to begin. Blink, 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 blink. And then there we are. Everybody's happy. Look at everybody being happy today. I'm happy. You're happy. Oh, my God. You freaking crybabies. Look, the tip jar's there. Don't think I wasn't watching the comments. Don't think I was paying attention, man. Sort of. I was not paying attention as much as I was. My wife was yelling at me and teasing me that there are people that they're having over-unders on how many minutes it's going to take for the tip jar to appear. It's like, 5 minutes. Is it before or after? And one of you was a bookie collecting bets. All right. It is Saturday. It is January 20th. It is a little bit after 6 o'clock Los Angeles time. It is the Bottom of the Glass Nation. We have summoned all of you extras. There's strange things afoot at the Circle K, my fine feathered friends. We must drink, so drink with me. Don't drink against me. Drink with me. Right there in front of me. We can drink together. Don't act like you have to get up and run and grab your glass. No. Just grab it right now. Let's take a drink. You don't got to drink the whole thing, but we should get started. Do you not agree? I think so, too. We have a new $2 whore tonight. We will see if anybody can figure out who that is. And Michelle M. has become a member. Oh, my God. So she's the little squirrely, squeaky green thing, globagoo going in there. I love that. Thank you very much, Michelle.
She got her big red one. That's what she's excited about.
How about if I turn on your microphone?
Oh, hey, Michelle M's excited because she got her big red one. Never been so satisfied. Like a cocktail. Hold the tail. That's what she said.
I think Michelle's right. The big red one is a big cock
tail.
Oh, my God. There was so much to talk about. Who are the names in here? Do we have any new people, old people, young people? Is everybody a green name? We got some white names in here, too. Let me look and see. I think the most important thing to remember is Laura has announced that she has arrived and we can all begin the show. And I was kind of worried about that. I was figuring we'd be sitting here in the dark for another hour while you were fussing around trying to get ready. But thank God you're here, and now the show can begin. Johnny Chorney says one here. He's ready, taking one for the team, my man. Trippy Pineapple, Gen X Mom. Now, you know when Trippy Pineapple is in this, when Trippy Pineapple shows up in the YouTube comment section, then that means that his Facebook queens are finally where they're both supposed to be. That means that both of them are in place. He has supervised them. He has pulled up the gates and let them out for longer than their 8 seconds. They're bucking around right now. That means everybody on Facebook, you have your own private personal moderators. Yeah. Now he's got to figure out who they are. That can be the challenging part. Gen X Mom's got it. She's swinging a blue wrench, and the usual suspects are here. Papa Smurf, Jane Motz, Krista Rose, King Wiseoak, Buddy, Dude, Carl Gerard, Two Bears swinging a blue wrench also, Dragon Slayer Jade, Laura, who I've mentioned, Jeffrey Montgomery, who was dogging me about the tip jar, God damn it, Paul S., and the list goes on and on. I can't list everybody. I'd love to, but we spend the whole show reading names. Just like Romper Room when you're a kid. Ooh, I see Carl Gerard, I see Victoria and Phoenix and Takasama too. If you guys remember that, that's the way that went. All right, so it's Saturday. That means my beautiful, sometimes blushing bride is here with me. There she is.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Saturday night, Bottom of the Glass Nation.
And pong! Look, we got a tip jar for us, too.
Oh,
so
nice.
Mr. Montgomery can suck an egg because it's all here. All right. So do you have anything in the sheets to start with tonight? You want to talk about anything there?
I do. Facebook has Shane. Cheers from Newfoundland, Canada. We have somebody from Canada. Loud One gave $5. Smack the like button, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm supposed to say that too. Like and subscribe and bell. I never.
But we
remember.
don't do that.
Like and subscribe and bell, please. It's important for the kids' channel and the algorithm. There you go. I did it. Now,
Adam Puffs on Facebook. Puffs. Adam Puffs.
I would change my name, I think. Well, no, it could be a marijuana. It could be a weed thing.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I don't know how to send stuff yet. New subscriber on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. If you don't know how to send stuff, it's totally okay. Just mail a blank check and sign at the bottom. We'll take care of the rest for you. Everything's good, my fine feathered friend.
But Facebook does have stars. The moderators can post a link. They do have stars over on Facebook.
Do they?
Oh.
Are the gaming hours correct? Do they?
TDP.
TDP, Trippy Dippy Pineapple, my man.
You're going to have to figure that out.
Got to ask him. Got to corner that man.
John Paris over on Facebook says, good evening, General and Gen X Mom. Permission to fall in line, sir.
John, fall in, grab a seat up front, or there's couches in the back if you're tired today. I can't continue.
Why?
I'm not up to par.
Well, wait. Okay. I held my tongue on that one.
I know you were going to say, honey, you're up to par in every other area. Are you sure?
What's the problem?
I didn't drink my secret sauce, my super chicken secret sauce.
Well, then do it.
When you think that you're in trouble and you need help on the double. When you think that you might take a licking.
Buck, 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 buck.
When you think that you're in trouble and you need help on the double, call
Super Chicken.
You guys remember that cartoon? It was like in the late 60s, early 70s. Super Chicken, you know? He was just a regular chicken, and he puts on a little black mask, and now he's Super Chicken with a sword. No, they don't call it a sword. What's the one where they
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's fencing, but is it a fencing sword? It's still called a sword, right?
Okay,
Well, it's
yeah.
one of those. Anyway, so he drank his super sauce. I also must drink my super sauce.
All right.
I mix it with a few other chemicals and concoctions of things to tolerate my wife, as you might imagine, and these things kick in momentarily. And so I will stop glaring at her, and I will look at you with wonderful, loving, and adoring eyes. Are you ready? Secret sauce.
Go. We have a new Bottom of the Glass member tonight.
We do.
Chris Doc Banks. Doc after Doc Holiday. He's brand new.
He just got on planet Earth, or he's brand new to us.
He's brand new to the Bottom of the Glass Nation.
By the way, harem ladies, how does my voice sound this evening? It should be particularly pleasing. I'm just asking.
Why?
Well, because I figured out how to unfuck the adjustments over here and put them back the way they were. So there you go. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So you got your stuff, or do you want me to say something? I got stuff, baby.
I just have a few more things I'd like to say.
All right, blow
Facebook,
through.
Steve Burt. He wants to know what you think about what's going on in Texas. I think you're going to talk about that tonight, are you not?
That was real. I was going to save that for the World Show on Monday because there's more developing right now about the confrontation down there.
Okay.
It's something.
So we're going to do it on
We
the
got
World Show.
invited to that.
Yes, we did. We did.
What was the end of the invitation said? Now, we're not going to be violent, but we are going to exercise our Second Amendment rights. And I said, how do you exercise your Second Amendment right? Your right to bear arms without tempting violence, you know? And I don't know. I'm in. I'm game, but I just couldn't get down to Eagle Pass in 2 days. But yeah.
No. It was after Vegas. Remember, it was the first part of February. They
I
wanted
just didn't
us
think I'd
there.
be down there in 2 days. After I come back and finish the stuff I got to do here,
Yeah.
I'd have 2 days to get there. I just didn't think we could make it. But we did get invited.
Yes,
Thank
we
you.
did. It was a lot, but you
was.
can continue on your stuff right now.
Okay, good.
Your turn.
So-
Tag, you're it.
Tag, I'm in. All right. So something kind of cool. I want to talk about this real quick. How do I say this without saying it? How do I go down this road without going down the road? Fuck it. I'll just go down the road. All right. So we get emails all the time. Settle back. Settle back. This is a Gen X Talks. It's an interesting story. And for those of you that don't think it's interesting, then plug your ears and sing a song or something. There you go. All right. We get emails all the time. We have for years about, we'd like to run your channel. We'd like to put $7,000 a week into your channel on Facebook ads. We get things for sponsors and they're all bullshit. They're all fake. Usually, I usually just delete them. I don't even respond. There's literally that many. However, sometimes one will come in and say, boy, I've really enjoyed looking at your channel. I think you're something special and we need to talk. So I write back, what's special about Gen X Talks? That's my reply. Then I get their next letter. Oh, I'm glad you responded. You know, I'm so interested in what you're doing there and the creativeness that you had. And then I write back, fuck yourself. The third letter I normally get is like, well, I'm glad you've reached out for a second time. It's robotic, man. They're just automatic response letters. They're full of shit. I always tell them to go fuck themselves or any number of things along that line. And every now and then you get a reply from a person going, why'd you tell me to fuck off? And they're like, oh, sorry, dude. I thought you were a robot. Because, the robots look like, never mind. So, but usually the conversations, not usually, they never go anywhere. Even when you talk to them, they're all full of shit. So we get one the other day. It was just a typical thing. I don't even remember how we replied the first time, but we got the guy called back, or he wrote back, and he's from our town. And I said, well, so that was kind of weird. I mean, usually these are corporations or they're from far away. They're just sending out 10,000 emails and hoping someone bites. But this guy he was really trying to get in touch with just us. His name's Jacob. Anyway, so we emailed back and I said, well, if you're really here in town, you can drive out. So he came out the other day. It was I think it was last Wednesday. He just sat in studio and he was pitching. Hey, kid, what was that stuff called again that he was pitching on to us? He's working. Our sound engineer is sounding himself. He's engineering himself.
Am I in? Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, your mic's on.
Am I? Well,
What?
do you see me? Do you hear me?
I don't think we can see you at all.
Well, no. I meant here. here. You know, the five senses are really difficult to understand.
Yes, I can hear you. Just answer my fucking
All right.
question so I can hang
He was
up on
pitching
you.
us an MCN.
What?
An MCN, a multi-channel network.
That was his push.
Yes.
I
That
didn't-
that was his main push.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
I did.
The kid kind of stepped in. He's like, they were talking, Gen X Mom was in studio. It was a meeting, and he was talking about multi-channel
Networks. Multi-channel networks.
networks. And what this basically is, if I'm getting it right, is there's a company will go get 500, 200 channels, whatever, sign them all up. Then once you have control over 500 channels, you can go to Pepsi and go, listen, do you want 200 million views in a week? We have 500 channels. Advertise with our company, and we'll spread the money around to all these 500 companies, and we're bulk buying advertising. I guess there was a big scam years ago about it, so it didn't work very well. But I guess some of the companies that are legit that do these things, I guess it's an okay way to proceed. And I just didn't want to sign on with that. I was adamantly like, no, I don't. I'm passing. I'm not interested. And we've never taken on any advertising before. You guys have seen it. We don't do advertising. And we're just now at a point where it'd be like, okay, if we could do something for somebody and there was a couple bucks involved, or we could put more back into the program, we're thinking about it. We're just at that point this last few months where we're considering that type of stuff. And the guy pushed real hard, and then he backed off and he changed gears. He goes, well, I've been with this company since the beginning. They're very good. And he just pulled himself back out to, I guess he's a contractor now. He works the same with them, but he also can do his own thing. He was very excited about doing stuff with us, but of course, we've already got a brand manager. You guys know Daniel Edwards is our brand manager, and he's learning the industry, and he's got his focus on stuff he already knows how to do. But there's a big part of social media our brand manager is learning. So this kid comes in, and I call him a kid because he's younger than me. Anybody younger than me is a kid. Anybody older than me is an old man. And after, I won't bore you with hours of conversation, but he basically comes in and he's like, look, you guys, your channel with all the stuff you do, you guys do so many different things in the Gen X Talks world. He says you're literally a manager's dream, which was a huge compliment for us, for the amount of effort and consistency and content. So he started just doing stuff for free. I mean, he's like shook my hand and I said, look, man, you do some stuff for us and it turns into money, it's something, I'll take care of you. If it's a big thing, then we'll sign a contract just for that thing. Kind of running him as a racehorse right alongside Daniel Edwards. And I called Daniel, and when Daniel picked up the phone, I said, Daniel, you've been traded to the Phillies. Here's Ed Wade's number. He's a good guy. He's waiting for your call. I didn't say that. We didn't trade him. But I did want Daniel to know that that this guy, Jacob, is like a racehorse running right alongside of what's going on. And I said, I want to be fair with you. You have your area, and this kid knows social media, so maybe you can learn a lot from him. Plus, Daniel does the big events. So I'm trying to, try not to have too many roosters in the hen house, so to speak. But this kid, within 24 hours, the phone started ringing on our end. He got us a meeting with an advertiser. He got us interviewed tomorrow morning in our local newspaper, which is a county paper. We're supposed to be on the front page of the Sunday newspaper. We sat and did a couple hours, a little more than 2 hours interview with their main editor guy. And I think I've even got his picture. Do I have his picture? I think I do. Yeah. This guy, it looks like Greg Brady. But he came out and went through the whole thing. He was a super nice guy. And he typed away on his laptop for a bunch of stuff. And so if I still think we're going to end up on the back page, but not the front page, but we'll see. It comes out tomorrow. We'll let you guys know. We'll put up a link if that works. I'm sure my wife will run around town buying up all the newspapers. They'll have a sudden surge in circulation because she's going to go buy them up like a proud parent and put them on all of our relatives' refrigerators, which is probably a good thing. That was the first one. This guy is an old newspaper guy. He's one of the last remaining old newspaper from print is dying and newspapers and magazines are going away. This guy turns out he wants to be, he's allowing me to interview him on one of our interviews. After that, he's got a list of people that he can bring in because he's been in this town. He's been in the newspaper business for so many years. And now this is just starting to domino down that road. And this kid, Jacob, is out there. He's got business owners in town that want to do stuff with us. He's lined up a radio gig. There's a syndicated radio program that broadcasts out of here. And apparently he's close to getting us dialed in to being in with those guys. All of a sudden this year, 2024 seems like it might be a real breakout year for Gen X Talks. If we can get some advertising and sponsors, you guys have seen what we can do with no money. You guys have seen that we can do some stuff with zero money. Imagine what we could do if there was a few dollars behind us. Imagine that everyone on staff could have their own private Singapore hooker on call, ready to go. You snap your fingers, she's there. It's a true story. And on top of that, right as we're doing this, the radio station is just trying to, the egg is breaking open and things are coming out of it. We just got, if you go to the radio station, kgxtradio.com, it's only got a few songs in there, but there's a calendar. You can see what's going on. And we're planning things out. We're going to do some live stuff. When Two Bear has his car show, we're going to do a live broadcast from there on the radio station. It's that you guys have all asked about our podcasts. We edit, when my wife and I do our podcast, we edit those down. You guys have all asked to listen in on the unedited version. Well, it's on the calendar, 10 o'clock. Or no, wait, we're doing it Wednesday. Still, we're doing it Wednesday at, what do we decide?
4. Wednesday at 4 this week.
Wednesday at 4 or 4:30. 4 or 4:30. Go look at the KGXT calendar, the radio calendar, and we're going to do it live. Yes, everyone will get the edited version later, but this is a real radio station. You can't rewind it. You can't go, oh, I missed the show. Where's the replay button? There isn't. You guys remember what it was like with radio? You missed it. You missed it. That was it. Well, that's what we're doing here. Now, we've got about 60 or 70 songs that are playing in rotation. We have some clever things that we've added in that'll start popping up. And now we're starting to schedule when things will be out, will be live, or there may be a replay in the future on it. But it's just the radio station is just turning the corner of coming out. We're getting interviews brought in. We're being interviewed. And now there's people in town that are sniffing around like, yeah, man, I'd like to work with you.
That's true.
Now, these things are all going to piggyback off each other. The stuff that Jacob's doing, this kid is motivated and he's got time. That's the biggest difference between Daniel and this kid. Daniel has a family and he's got a full-time job and he does all these big events in his spare time, which is just incredible. But this kid's got some time to do some stuff and he's knocking down doors. These things are going to turn into stuff for Daniel. Daniel's stuff is going to turn into stuff for him. I'm telling you, I called the kid today. I said, you need to come back out here one more time. He's coming in tomorrow at noon where I can sit down and go back over some more stuff with him. It's a really big push year for Gen X Talks. I thought you guys would want to know. Bottom of the Glass Nation, this is you guys. This is all of this stuff has come to fruition because of you guys and all of the patronage you've given us over the past 3 years. All of the things that you guys remember, all of the history of all this stuff. All of the refining, we got rid of the things that didn't work. We kept the things that did work. We got to a point where now we're ready to make that move. And I don't know if it's going to happen. We've been promised a lot of things before, and none of them have ever happened. Well, a few of them have, but there's been all sorts of things people said they were going to include us in, and they never did. There's some other stuff. We're getting some emails and phone calls right now and some other stuff. I don't want to get you guys' hopes up, but it's amazing to think that we have the opportunity to maybe take Gen X Talks just to that next level. Not losing anything we're doing here, but be able to have someone say, man, I'd like to put our orange juice thing on your breakfast table and give you a couple bucks, and then you guys can take that money and go. Great. You know how many T-shirts and giveaways I could do with you guys? I could give away 50 T-shirts a night. I could email everybody T-shirts and stuff. I can't email a T-shirt because I'm not drinking enough. Stand by. We just started thinking if we could get our foot in the door with some of that stuff, all the cool stuff we could do with you guys that we normally it's too expensive to go do. Yeah. And so that's what we're thinking on it. We're trying to get there from here. And I thought you guys would want to be the first to know. So that was our guide. Do you have something to read?
Yes. We received $25 from PayPal from Shush. I know you feel these are the worst of times. I do believe it's true. When people lock their doors and hide inside, rumor has it it's the end of paradise.
Oh my God, shush! You got it. You know what she's talking about?
Fill me in.
I sent out when people join Patreon and they get an email letting, hey, we're going on air in half an hour. If you're part of Patreon, if you're one of the Patreon members, it's $1. I send you guys something before each show. So I always send something funny or clever or cryptic. I don't write a book. And today I quoted that song in the beginning, and I wrote the beginning 4 lyrics to that song, and she just wrote back what came next. So she recognized it.
Very nice.
And then she replied with it. Wow, that was a nice pull. That was a great pull because I didn't think anybody was going to get that.
That's very cool.
So that was Styx.
I understand that.
The best of time.
Yes.
Shush, this to you, my dear.
Jakuta boy, why are you called the General?
That's a long, boring story. We were drunk. Truthfully, we were drunk like 3 days in a row, three live streams in a row, and they were going on forever. And I think it was Allie from Boston was one of our first staff members here. And we were all drinking one night. There's a bunch of us on here. And Allie said, you guys are like a cult. It's the same group of people that show up every night. You guys all drink. You guys all tell stories. And we're like, we're a cult. Yeah, we're a cult. And then someone said, well, we got to have a leader. You're the leader. I was, okay, I'll be the leader. And then they said, well, if we're a cult, we got to have a name. So everybody's throwing out all these names. And someone says, well, we're Generation X. We'll be extras. Generation Extras. Yeah, we're extras. And then someone said that we're a legion of X. These extras are a legion of X. And then someone said, well, we're the bottom of the glass nation and a legion of X and extras. Then they tried to figure out a name for me. I'm not even going to tell you all the stupid things they called me in the beginning. Finally, someone said, well, you're General X. Generation X, General X, you can be the general.
Yeah.
But General X didn't fit. So everybody just kind of nicknamed me the general. Believe me when I tell you, it's an undeserved honorary title. Rest assured, I have no military training whatsoever other than playing Call of Duty when I was younger. I don't know if that qualifies, but you know. So that's the short version of how the name came to be. A bunch of drunk people did it.
Yeah, exactly. John Parise on Facebook, General, T-minus 365 days, 17-month subscriber.
Oh, so 17 months, 365 days.
I don't know.
Okay, I either need to drink more to understand John Parise or John's got to drink less so he makes more sense. John, I'm trying to get there with you.
Brent Dean gave $10. Hey, Gen X family. Joey Uquerde at Gen X Mom. Good day, my fair lady.
Kid brother Joey been kicking around a long time.
Trippy Pineapple over on Facebook. How's this for stars? Hydrate. 500 cent. So there are stars over there.
Now, where is he? Was he on personal or was he on blue?
Oh, I didn't even look.
See, if he's hiding the blue
He's
star,
in blue.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it said Facebook blue.
All right.
Justin Hart upgraded his membership to the KGXT studio. Thank you, Justin, so very much.
KGXT Studios member are the elite. They support the radio station that is on its way.
No Go said, member for 22 months, 2 more till we go blue.
Yeah, I wonder who gets their first blue.
I don't know.
Kid, are you there?
I don't know.
Do you remember who you knew that you used to know this when we were getting close to a year membership? Mm-hmm. You kind of remembered who was going to get their first big red 1 next to their name for being a member for a year. Who do you have any idea who's close to being the first person to get their big blue 2 years?
I don't recall who gets their membership first, but I remember looking up the subscribers, like who was the first actual free subscriber that we know as a regular. It was Dude.
Dude?
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious?
He was like one of our 1,000 subscribers.
He was one of our very first subscribers, 430,000 subscribers, and Dude was one of the first.
I do remember that. But I will research the membership one.
Thanks, my man.
So hold on, I got a message for Trippy real fast. Hey Trippy, can you slide over to YouTube real fast while I go on this special assignment? Thank you very much. Bye.
What?
So Trippy's got to cover the sheets while the kid goes.
I just got to sign. I just got to sign.
Oh, okay. Michael Dawson, banana sauce.
You got to stop that, Mike. Did he do that again? A fucking kid write that in the comment section
I
again?
don't think so.
God damn.
They're just remembering.
They're just fucking with me now because they know it works.
Yeah, Efog. Dog, welcome to an extra. She has signed up. Paul S. gave $4.99 and did not say where it was going.
Unallocated funds go to the whiskey fund.
Power Stroke Syndicate sent 99 cents. I don't think anybody's found out the $2 whore on YouTube. Facebook, you have to explain what it is.
Okay, the jar is visible. This jar, right? Let me go back over here. Where'd the jar go? Come on, there it is. This jar is visible on Facebook. It's visible on YouTube, and you guys can see. Now, there's several things that go into the jar. Number one, do you see those perfect ass-shaped peaches? Do you see those? Do you know why we even have those? You guys drop those in there with a donation. I guess it's over $5. I think it is. And those go in there, and that is Mrs. Forwatt, and she's on staff here. That is a direct replica of her ass, and we have cloned it, we have plaster casted it, we had a professional artist paint it, then we rendered it, then we put it in here. So that's what you're seeing. Now, what else goes in there is the little green people are new subscribers. When someone becomes a subscriber, or a member, they look, there goes one right now, little green guy. Woo! That's a new member. When someone pays $1, $3, or $5 and joins in, that's what goes in there. Now we come to the exciting part. And the other thing you're seeing in there is a face. Now, you can enlarge it on your screen. I can enlarge a little bit on mine. That is the $2 whore. Many a person has been the $2 whore, some more than others. Some represent the $2 whore best. Sun Valley Fox, my brother-in-law, absolutely represented it was the epitome of what a $2 whore truly is. And he has been that $2 whore more than once. It is not him tonight. It is one of you guys. It is a member. It is a girl. It is a person who's been in here many, many, many times. And just so you guys know the $2 whore situation. Are you interrupting me for a reason? Then shut the fuck up. So here's what I'm saying. If you guys can figure out who the $2 whore is, that's on you. That's pretty good. But I guarantee I'll even give you a clue. Okay? We're half an hour in. I'll give you a clue.
Wow, dead air.
I was going to say something here. You come out with dead air. I know her intimately. All right. Now, just how intimately, I'm not telling you. But she's from my Gen X moms and my youth. I won't say past. That has a very sexual connotation to it. But yes, you can figure out who she is. Drop a name down, see if you can get it. All right, so we're going back to the kid. Kid, your microphone's up. What do you want?
Whoa, okay. So now I've gone through the archives here. According to YouTube, the person who will get their Bluetooth first is Joey Urquerde.
No way.
But I'm not sure if I should trust it because 29 people are tied with 22-month subscriptions.
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
So it just depends on the day.
There's a 29-man race
29
going. So tune in every day you can to see if you're there. So, yeah, it's a long list of people.
Mrs. Fort Watton says it may be Tori Randolph as the $2 whore. No, see, I do not really know Tori. Tori was like a little sister to me. I know all about Tori, but all of them from a Big Brother point of view. I don't know how intimate that is. Now, if it was her older sister, that's a whole different story. But no, she's not the $2 whore either. All right. Gen X Mom, you're back.
We received another $25 on PayPal from Loud One. Well, General, after... Oh, shoot, I forgot something. No, it's he wrote something really long, so I have to go somewhere else for it.
All right.
$25. Well, General, after nearly 5 months in the shop and just over $30,000 in parts and labor, the truck is all but done. New transmission, new clutch, new head, new injectors, new pensioners, belts, and AC system. Shush will be able to have the house back shortly as I'll be on the road to make back some of that cash. Apparently, I killed our bank account.
Yeah, well, I only keep people around for their money. So, Loud One, when you get your bank account back up to a certain level, we can be friends again, buddy. But until then, and you're just driving around a broke down truck, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to move over and be friends with your wife because she has all the rest of your money.
Wow.
So I'm just being upfront with people out here on how we behave here at Gen X Talks. It's purely all about the friendship level based on money. And don't think it's not. All right.
Wow. Heath sent over $50 on PayPal for the radio station fund.
There we go, my man. See, Loud One knows I'm bullshitting, and Loud One and I talk all the time. We text each other every week, and I'm just fucking with you, buddy. I love you.
All right, Troy Leeper over on Facebook business page. Who's Sammy Joe?
Who is Sammy Joe on Facebook Blue? Sammy Joe is not only the shortest member when she's standing on staff, but she's also the tallest member of staff when she's laying on her back. It's a true story. And she is your moderator on Facebook Blue. Why are you laughing?
Because that was a pretty funny description.
Yeah, well, taller on her back, right? See,
yeah, I'm like...
Big boobs, you see? Taller than all the rest of us. That's
you.
a good one. Yeah, I like that. Anyway, Sammy Joe is your Facebook moderator. She is staff. She is there. If you have questions, concerns, or problems,
Unbelievable.
You hit up Sammy Joe, and that's how you get things resolved.
All right. Nightbot, member for 17 months. Brad Baker gave $20. Good evening, Bottom of the Glass Nation, Gen X Mom, Gen X Dad, Gen Z Kid. I'm covered in ice, had no power for 36 hours, still no internet. Small donation for KGXT. General, we need that camera footage of the towel incident.
Yeah. I doubt she's going to let that go, because even though it was from behind on the porch, because it kind of goes out over the deck and she ran out into frame, there's like no chance you're letting that out, is there?
No, because he says, play that beautiful boob footage, Duke.
I just can't. There's just some stuff you can't do.
Michael Dawson, Gen Z Kid, does he get to pick a few songs for the radio station?
Absolutely not. To hell with that. It's my pick from 1975 to 1995. He wouldn't know what to pick anyway. Actually, he would.
I think he should have an hour of somewhere of his own.
1 to 2 a.m.
He'll take it. Loud One gave $2. Hydrate. And I need a drink. Let's drink.
I am drinking, but nobody has guessed the $2 whore.
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm looking over here in the comment section on YouTube. Christopher Sevick said, "Oh my God, General." But I don't know.
Because you said Sammy Joe standing up. That was what he did.
On her back.
Shush says, is it Krista Rose?
It is not Krista Rose. No.
Hey. Don't talk while you're drinking.
Hey, you know what? I'm a big boy. I've been drinking and talking my whole life. I don't need you mothering me.
Christopher says Sammy Joe, $2 whore.
Sammy Joe is not the $2 whore.
Misty Sweets. Mary Mathis is the $2 ho ho ho.
Who said that?
Sweets.
Sweets is correct. It's Mary Mathis. And Mary Mathis is going to be in Vegas along with others. That's going to be a fun time.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get Mary to go to Vegas to get what she calls her crazy on since high school. Now that she's going and I'm 56, I don't even care anymore. It's like,
you're too tired for that shit.
She's fine. Like, okay. She calls him, says, "Hey, I'm going to Vegas." I'm like, "I'm 56. You're 56. Who gives a shit? Why couldn't we have done this in our 30s?" She's like, "We're going." I said, "Okay, we're going to get our crazy on. I'm going to be in bed by 9:30 instead of 9. That's crazy." A little better late than never, I guess. You're yawning again.
Sorry. Randy Kurtzman, Facebook. You need Jack Daniels as a sponsor.
Yeah, I know that. I don't think my doctor would allow that.
No, he'd be in a serious amount of trouble.
You'd have to write him a letter, a doctor's note. No can do.
Power Stroke Syndicate, Gen X, General. Where is Allie?
Allie lives in Boston. She lives right by the water. She left staff probably a year and a half ago or so. Well, I've missed her every day since she's gone, but she's in Boston. She's back east. I was hoping she would show up in Vegas this year. Like, if she would actually, I don't think she can or she is, but I think if she would have, I probably would have left all of you and just hung out with her for the whole weekend. That's the way it would have gone down. So be thankful if she doesn't show up.
Rude.
I've learned from the woke community, the Me Too movement. What have we learned from LBGTQ?
Absolutely nothing.
No. What we learned is my needs come first before anybody's. Me. Well, take care of me. Boy, that one.
Yep. Thank you, Lord.
Bad juju.
Thank you, Lord.
He didn't make me choke because... Oh.
Michael Callahan on Facebook. I thought your wife was the general.
She is not the general. No. She may pick out the general's pants and what color on what day, but I still wear them. Don't you forget it.
Oh, brother. Mrs. Fora Watton gifted 5 memberships tonight to Michael Paul, Knights Light, and Stony B. I think I'm missing one here.
You said 4 names.
Yeah, there's one missing. Somebody missed it.
Back pocket there is what she's doing.
But what do those new members get?
Well, it's funny you should ask. Anybody who is a member of YouTube or can participate, if you're in Facebook, go to the General's Lunchbox. And, of course, anybody that's part of Patreon, if you joined up Patreon, what you get is a peek behind the curtain. True story. There is 3 years of behind the scenes stuff. We post every couple of days with behind the scenes stories and pictures and videos, all sorts of things. Yes, I even posted some of my, I don't know, they're not poetry, it's short stories.
Your writings.
Just writings and stuff that you guys have asked for. They're there. You got to go scroll back and look. But that's something the public doesn't get to see. Members only. You can get into the General's Lunchbox. That's a Facebook page, or just be on Patreon, or if you're right here at home on YouTube in the member section. And you know what? You guys don't even know that there is one. You guys just watch all the videos that scroll through. Do you know that when you go to like a Gen X Talks channel, the channel page on YouTube, there's a community section? And it has all that stuff in there. Yeah, that's what goes on. There you go.
Tim Mitchell upgraded his membership to the KGXT studios. Thank you, Tim, very much.
Tim. I can't tell you how much that means when you guys do that.
Yeah, Two Bear gave $1.55. Wow, he goes back to the $1.55.
Two Bear gave $1.55. That goes back to when Lionheart was part of staff. Lionheart was the original. There was a $2 whore, and he was the $1.55 whore, because that's where it started.
Yes.
That's actually where that came to be, was the $1.55 whore. And then within a few months, we changed it to the $2 whore. It flows off the tongue more fluidly. But that harkens back to that. Nobody remembers that.
Harkens?
That's a real word.
I know, but harkens? Who says harkens? The
poetic license guy. I take poetic license. The trained broadcast professional, this guy.
Okay.
Come hither. I'm going to work in words like twas.
Okay. I thought you were only a $3 word guy.
Well, but I've been drinking. And,
okay.
My buddy here, Jack, he's a $12 guy.
Okay. Noel gave a $9.99 unallocated funds. That's what he wrote. Exactly.
Unallocated funds go to the whiskey fund. Thank you very much.
Sean MacArthur on Facebook. Hey, General, here are some stars for the weight loss. You got this. You got this. Pace yourself. You'll reach your goal. 100 stars sent.
Thank you for that. The weight, just so you guys know, everybody who's looking to see the weight today, I didn't do it. I am going to weigh myself right the day before we leave. Just a couple more days. That'll be my weigh-in for January 20th. I had a rough 4 days for all sorts of big reasons. I'd like to blame all of it on my wife, but that would be a lie, and I don't really want to lie when she's sitting here. So when she's gone, I'm going to tell you that she ruined my weight loss stuff. She gave me donuts. She wouldn't let me walk and walk around the yard. She kept telling me to stay inside. She turned the hose on me so I'd run back in the studio. It was bad. Those are the lies that I'm going to tell you to make you understand and believe that I am a man who is oppressed when it comes to his weight loss. But I'm breaking free of those shackles. I'm standing up to the man, power to the people, and the next 4 days I'm going to turn it up, turn it on, and get going, and those numbers will look great when I weigh in.
Your nose is growing.
Could you not listen? Don't you have a job? Don't listen to
I am. I'm waiting to do my job. Anytime now.
I was in the middle of pumping myself up and chastising you at the same time.
Oh, whatever. I'm always...
The mood's over. Go on.
Power Stroke Syndicate upgraded membership to the Legion of X.
Carl Gerard hit the bullshit bell while I was talking. So did somebody else in there.
Of course they
Papa
did.
Smurf was hitting the bullshit.
They know. Stephen Baza on Facebook. New to the live, but love y'all's comments.
Yeah, far out, man.
That's very cool.
If you're brand new to hanging around here, consider it like a first date. Just lay back. I'll do all the work.
Becca Rowland upgraded her membership tonight to the KGXT studios. That's amazing.
That is incredible. Anybody who upgrades that is just such a big kick in the pants for us.
Yes.
Pushes us in the right direction. It really does.
Just the Tiff member for 22 months. The General keeps men around for their money and women for their boobs.
In that order also. Well, not necessarily in that order, but yes, I do.
Loud one, $2. Sammy Joe's boobs enter the room before she does.
Yes,
but I'm ching.
Yeah, 2 minutes before she does. Sammy Joe gets her boobs have already been in the room 2 minutes.
So Tim over on Facebook wrote, pound equals pound, pound sign equals pound. So reproduce the Me Too. I don't understand unless it's code.
Reproduce the Me Too, like the pound Me Too and the pound.
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
I'm not drunk enough to understand what you're saying.
Josh Maddox, member for 22 months. Best ever bar. Can't wait to see you all in Vegas.
It's going to be a great time in Vegas. We got some surprises coming up.
Radio Static Production told me to tell you that you're full of shit. Just so you know.
So you're not really saying I'm full of shit. You're merely quoting so you can't get in trouble.
Yeah. That's what he said. He said that.
Wow.
But they're asking if you're the General, what's my name? What's my title?
I don't know. Everybody calls you the queen for some reason, which is bullshit. Because
There's only a few that say that.
I know, but the queen has no responsibility but to look pretty and wave and spend money. To be treated like royalty. That's the queen's job. The general has to conquer. What are you looking at?
It sounds like the perfect job. That's my job.
The general, you could get some power and authority, but you have to win battles and you have to plan and strategize. The queen, what does she have to do?
Where's my crown?
You are not getting a crown.
I need a crown.
I'm not even getting you a tiara.
I need a tiara.
Not
yes.
even a fake plastic
I
one.
do.
No, you don't.
I want a crown.
Good. Then have one of your minions win you one from those machines where you put in a quarter and the claw comes down. Have them get you a claw tiara. That suffices.
What? We received a couple PayPals. Let me get to them really, really quick.
I go back to the show?
Can I
I gotta
say
show
these?
you. Go
Could
ahead.
I do these first?
All right.
Would you just do?
Free Pedro. Free Pedro.
What are you talking about?
Got a free Pedro.
He's free.
All right.
Oh my goodness. Lisa Martin gave $10, did not say where it was going. Mrs. Forwatton sent $50. Mad money for mom in Vegas next week.
Hey.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Takasama says the BS meter is off the scale tonight.
For sure. I need a tiara.
No, you don't. All right, I'm shutting her off. We're going back to me. All right, so we did this. We talked about John Cox in the interview. Should be out tomorrow. We'll link you guys if it turns out good. I know I don't normally steal stuff off of the kids' Facebook page. This is something, I don't know who put this up there.
What do you mean you didn't steal? You steal everything.
I'd like to take issue with that, but I can't because I do. Everything I did is stolen or plagiarized or borrowed from. I've never had I don't say anything that's my own thoughts. I haven't had an original thought since 1973, so just bear with me. But this picture right here, I think I stole this from the kids' Facebook page. I think my wife ran across this one. I just want you guys, if there's anybody young in the crowd, I want you guys to really look at these two different pictures of McDonald's. And it bothers me, and I shouldn't, but it does. The top picture is how I grew up. There was things to play on outside. There was drawings inside and paintings and the plastic trees. And some of the things you sat on were like, hamburger sandwiches and stuff. There was all this color and it was like you went into Willy Wonka's world when you got there. And look at the bottom part of that picture. That's what McDonald's looks like now. It looks like a jail. It looks like you walk in there, everything's uniform, everything's bolted to the ground, everything's cut and dry so they can... And when everybody leaves at night now, you know what they do? They take a big hose and hose it all down through a big drain. That just... I don't know if... I don't know how many of you could raise a hand and remember the old school McDonald's. I don't know if the food was better or worse back then. I don't care. I just remember the atmosphere of going in there.
It was fun to go there.
It was fun. Yes.
It was an adventure to go there. Even the
fun.
outside was fun.
Yeah.
I have fun at McDonald's.
Yeah, sort of.
Pull the picture up.
No, I don't. I didn't
You
put
know which picture. Pull it up.
I don't have it.
Pull it up. Come on. Jamie?
I don't have it.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Hey, touching on something topical for you guys, Biden delivers
Topical?
$5 billion in handouts for student loan holders. What does that mean? Can we translate that into Generation X? Biden delivers $5 billion. Is that billion or trillion? It's billion, I think. $5 billion handout for student loan holders. All right? There's two things I want to tell you about this. Number one, that's buying votes. That's going to thousands and thousands of people and saying, hey, I'm going to eliminate your student debt, your student loans. Vote for me. That's all this is. 100%. This is buying votes. Okay? Now, the second thing, the part that he's not telling you, every headline read the same thing. Every headline came out there and said, well, $5 billion. And every kid who has a student loan, every adult who has a student loan was like, oh my God, this is great. I'm going to get some of my debt without. Not everybody. No. All of a sudden, they started doing the math going, wait a minute, this isn't going to cover everybody. So who gets it? Do you realize that it's going to teachers, police, firemen, hospital workers? If they have debt and they're in the public service and they've been at their job 10 years, some of the requirements are 15 years. If you've been paying on your loan, if you've been paying on your debt all that time, you can get some relief. Now, I'm not opposed to helping out people that have graduated and been on the job for 15 or 20 years. They're doing their job. They're working. All right? I'm not saying they should get their debt forgiven, but I'm just saying I understand that direction. But do you realize that once all of the students who have just graduated with their degrees in gender studies figure out they're not part of this? No. Current students, not part of this. And that's the voting he was going for. He was trying to get all these people to vote for him. You think he came out and said, I'm giving $5 billion in debt relief to old people that have been on the job? You think he said that? Can you find me one speech where he just blatantly comes out and said, no. He's not going to do that. He does these speeches at colleges, at universities, leading these kids to believe they're getting debt relief. And they're not. It's not what it's for. Read the fine print, man. All right, so where was I? There was stuff. Just so you know, that's it. That title should now be $5 billion worth of votes is what he's trying to go for there. Dum. This I thought was super funny. I got this one from Gen X Mom. She was on Discord. If you guys are part of our Discord server, I was laughing when I saw this because it reminded me of my son, the kid, because helping grandma with the controller, it's taping off all the buttons so grandma can't push the wrong button. If you only give grandma a couple choices, she'll probably get it right. Immediately when I saw this, I thought of the kid doing this with me, how he wishes when I'm doing stuff on the computer or doing stuff on the new radio station, because there's so many things on the new radio station website, the dashboard, that I'm trying to learn my way through. He's like, God, if I could just cover these things up and only give Dad the options of what's going on, this would be a much easier world. I'm sure that's what he's thinking. Shut up. Some of you are included in this too. Some of you have kids that wish they could do this to you. Don't think any different. All right, Gen X Mom.
I'm hearing in the chat or seeing in the chat that it's King Wisenoak's birthday today. So we need to raise a glass.
No. Did he did he send an email to birthday@genxtalks.com?
No.
Did it make it through the proper chain of command?
No.
Did it end up on my list of things I'm supposed to talk about?
No.
Well, then, Sir Wisenoak, if you're not smart enough, if you're not cool enough, if you're not with the program enough to follow some simple directions like email your birthday, if you can't do that, what do you expect from me? Oh, I see. Let me see if I get this right. See, you don't want to follow the rules to get your birthday announced where I say the name Wisenoak, and I'm not saying the name Wisenoak. I am not going to let anybody know the name Wisenoak and birthday. I'm not doing it. You know why? If you're not going to follow the rules, neither am I. You don't sidestep everything and then pin me down and expect me to raise a glass to Wisenoak and say, happy birthday, Wisenoak. Fuck that. I'm not doing it.
He said, damn straight. I didn't. I don't follow the rules. Yep. I'm a rebel.
I'm not saying it.
You're not going to say King Wisenoak's birthday?
I'm not going to say King Wisenoak's birthday. I'm not going to take a drink, and I'm not going to flip him off.
Okay.
None of the things I just did am I going to do.
I'm not going to do it either. Again. I'm not going to say happy birthday, King Wisenoak either.
We're not saying his name. We're not giving him the privilege of saying his name. No.
Not. Sorry.
Move on.
Let's say PayPal. Sweets gave $25 for Mama X's tiara fund.
Oh,
it's going to happen.
We are not doing this.
Yes, it is. Okay, I have clarification as to that Facebook thing from Tim. Pound me too equals, read it. I'm supposed to read it as hashtag me too would be pound me too.
That's what
Yeah. Okay. So that's a very sexual thing when you say, because if you look across the table at me and you go,
pound.
hashtag me too, I don't care.
Hashtag pound me too?
Yeah, but if you say just pound me too.
Pound me too.
Hashtag.
I want to end the show early. Say, well, good night.
John Thomas became an extra tonight. We have a new member, John Thomas.
There's nothing like being an extra.
Jan Motz gave $5 in pounds for Gen X mom having to put up with the general's bullshit.
What the fuck is going on around here? There's
it's
only
a beautiful
one
night.
There is only one Hefe around here, people. It's this guy. You know what? I have the power. Boom. How do you like that? No more Gen X Mom. No.
That's not nice.
No more Gen X Mom. We're done now. Now what are you going to do? Nothing. You're all going to sit there and
free
stare
Gen X Mom.
Hashtag free Gen X Mom. Hashtag pound me too free Gen X Mom. All right.
Wow.
So don't forget, there's two things I want to tell you. The new podcast dropped on Friday. It's doing really well. Thank you guys. The numbers are coming in. Everybody's downloading. Everybody's listening. I like that very much. But remember, you guys, when you hear the podcast on Spotify, when you hear the podcast on Apple, or wherever great podcasting is sold, that's where we are. You hear the edited version. If you want to begin listening to us live, we are going to try it for the first time on the radio station. Radio station is still in beta testing, but it's available. KGXTradio.com. Go to the calendar and then tune in on time. What we say it was 4 o'clock.
We're going to do this week is different. It's 4 o'clock on Wednesday.
4 o'clock on Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
Just gonna do it live. So you get to hear all the banter, the bullshit, the yelling, the throwing of things, the body slams, and all the stuff that goes along with it.
You are full of shit. Where's that bullshit bell? You're just full of it tonight.
They don't get to hear the live version?
Yeah, they get to hear it, but I don't throw things, and I don't do any of that.
Really?
Yes, really.
Wow. Now who's lying?
You?
I have restraining orders dotted throughout the history of this marriage that would attest to otherwise to her violence.
Not this marriage. I don't think so. There's the bullshit bells. Everybody's joining in with the bullshit bells. That's great.
All right. So the podcast is up. The moderators can link you guys to it, to link you to the whole thing or just the episode.
You know what? They're saying #FreeGenXMom, and Obi goes #FreeGenXMom. Can't believe that's even got to be a hashtag. What the hell?
Who would have ever thought it would come to this with you? Who would have ever thought that you
wait till my crown shows up
of being banished?
Wait till I get my crown.
You're not getting a crown. You're not getting a tiara. You're not. This is all. They're leading you down a rose path that has no end.
And it looks beautiful. My future is bright.
Oh,
gotta wear some shades.
Your future's so bright, you gotta wear shades. All right, Corey Hart, I love you. So this was a neat picture. I'll be looking for this in Vegas. Clearly marked restrooms. We have that problem with these gender bathrooms. Are you allowed to go to the boys' bathroom, the girls' bathroom? Then they got those family bathrooms. And I didn't really think that they would consider me. I didn't think when you're making public signs for public situations, I really didn't think that I was going to be taken into consideration. And I'm pretty happy that I was. I got to tell you, this is something for me right here, so I'll show this to you. Clearly marked restrooms. There's a man, there's a woman, and then there's a dude with a big penis. And I guess that there's a special restroom for a man with a big penis. So I will be looking for those signs. I'm sure they're up in Vegas. I just think that's very good consideration. That's very nice of people to be able to do that. I didn't want to get into it in here too deep, but you know what? Thank you for everyone who pushed for this. I'm sure it was part of the woke movement. They said, "Hey, include men who have an oversized Johnson." Hey, well, you know what? I'm glad they did. So that's helpful for me. That's
so funny.
Why is that? Why are you laughing?
Because of that sign.
Okay.
Nobody, the person that made that sign did not think that through.
Well, a lot of people don't think things through when they make shit like that.
I'm like, did you not notice what was going on there?
No one had a little talk. They didn't run that by the department before they did it. All right.
Oh my God.
I'm going to do something real quick here.
Hold on. Oh, we just received a commemorative legacy sign. Somebody just ordered. Christopher just ordered it.
For the radio station.
Yes, for the radio station.
I hadn't brought those up because we're getting ready to do all those, to post all those. If you want to support the radio station with the commemorative plaque, we can either mail the plaque to you, it's about this big, or my wife engraves on it whatever you want. Whatever you want to write on there, she'll write it, and then we're mounting it permanently to the studio. And the higher dollar amounts, ones that we're going to dangle right in people's faces when they show up as a thank you, but all the other ones will be posted, and then we're going to take pictures of them, put them on a page on the internet where you guys can go see who said what. It'll be very fun. It's very clever, and they're all by color, so you kind of know which ones are the super valuable ones, but the people's donations, they're hard effort. But believe me when I tell you, even the cheapest one, we don't deserve it. It's a very humble thing. Even when the most least expensive one, when you guys do that, that's your hard-earned money that you're giving to us, hoping that we put it in a good direction. I promise you we are. Thank you for doing that. So those commemorative plaques, I don't know if anybody can link you guys to them. I'm surprised someone found it without anybody linking anything. That was great. So thank you very much for doing that. This drink is for you. The more plaques you do tonight, the more I'll have to drink. And nobody wants me to stop drinking, do they? Okay, so what was I going to say here? I had some stuff. I was back on this. All right. Now I know what I wanted to do. I want to give away a free T-shirt, but you can't have it till we get back from Vegas. Now, I'm going to have to trust Josh Maddox, and the Gen X Mom is going to text in the staff thread the answer, because as soon as she sees it, I'm sure she can just quickly say the answer. I'm going to throw up a silly thing from the 80s. And in the comment section, you have to answer. Okay? And I don't care who comes up first in the comment section. If on your screen you were the first one, I don't care. It only matters what I see on my screen. It matters what Josh sees on Rumble. It matters what Sammy Joe sees on Facebook Blue. That's where the answers come in. You can screenshot all day long. Well, look, my answer was first on your screen. But by the time it got to us, you were 19th in line. Do you understand the rules now? Good. Glad you're coming aboard with that one. Now, just going to do this. If you get it right, and Sammy Joe, you have to copy and paste. Let us know who won on Facebook Blue. Tiff can do personal. I'm guessing Trippy or Gen X Mom for YouTube. This is an interactive time. I'm going to put up the picture. You guys tell me who it is. Ready? On your mark, get set. Ready? Who is this character? That's all I want to know. What is this character's name? You have to answer in the comment section. You have to be first on our screen. Staff, go look at your, if you don't know
we
stuff,
already got one.
We did.
Christopher Sevick said ALF.
He got it.
Does anybody know what ALF stands for?
Oh, ALF is alien life form.
That's right.
That's right.
Wow, everybody got that one.
And
But Christopher was...
What did ALF used to eat? What was his thing? Remember Garfield ate lasagna?
Yeah, let's see.
And ALF, they always had to hide something from him in every episode.
Cats?
Cats, that's right.
Did he eat? Oh, I guess he did.
He was like always going to eat the family cat. So there you go. If you were first, now you're first on there. Now, did you read the comments or the
stand by?
Something coming through in the other ones?
Stand by. I'm looking. Sean MacArthur, ALF on Facebook.
Personal or blue?
I don't know.
All right.
Facebook business was Justin Woods, I believe.
All right.
So we got those two. Justin, Sean, and Christopher, if you can email me at genxmom@genxtalks.com, I will make sure that you get your T-shirt when we get back from Las Vegas. Please put your mailing address in there so I know where to send your size, T-shirt
so nothing
size.
from Josh Maddox on Rumble.
I haven't seen it.
They're over by himself on Rumble. Is he the only person there? Is it just Josh and one of the guys playing checkers in the corner?
I don't know.
That's what it seems like.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. It's not posted. Maybe it'll show up. Just relax.
So if you guys don't know, we have a Discord channel. The kid has discord.gg/Gen X Talks. The staff can put up the links to that. But if you go there, it's just chat rooms. You guys remember old school chat rooms from back in the day? You can just go, like-minded people our age, some younger, but mainly our age. You can talk about, there's a sports room you can go into. There's a car room you can go into. There's a food room you can go into, stuff like that. And we also do a movie. The kid and Trippy put on a movie every Monday night. This week's movie is We Are Marshall. It's free. You just kind of hang out. Sometimes there's 5 people in the room. Sometimes there's 50. But we all watch the movie together. It's a good time. That's just something for us to do. If you're kicking things around, you click over. At least you know you're in there with your friends. That's the important part. So,
we do have a Rumble winner.
We do.
Yes, it's TJ Wrench over on...
TJ Wrench on Rumble. He got Alf? Well, if Josh deems it so, then it shall be. Yeah. All right. Moving back, We Are Marshall's a movie. You can put up the link to Discord, and there you go. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. All right. So I want to talk one more thing real quick on the news. It's something that irritated me a little bit. Then I have something really funny for you guys, I promise. So this guy's name is Robert Millay, I think is how you pronounce his last name. Biden official suspended amid FBI investigation, lands Ivy League teaching gig. Now, we could talk about this whole thing for an hour. I'm not going to. I'm going to summarize. We can summarize the O.J. Simpson trial. He was found not guilty, but we all know he killed his wife. Got it? Summarized. This will be similar. This guy is under investigation by the FBI because he is a Hamas and Hezbollah sympathizer. And he was part of a special envoy that Biden sent over there years ago, and they caught him. They caught him crossing the line, like, dude, you can't be acting this way. You can't be saying these things. You can't be providing this information. You fucked up. And the FBI is investigating. They caught him. So guess what? An Ivy League school hires the guy. Why? Because they haven't learned their lesson yet. No, with all the stuff they've been going through, you would think that they would learn their lesson. When this shit comes out, these donors go, they stop, they come again. They go, really? You got this guy? He's a sympathizer. He's a supporter. The FBI's investigating. Fuck you. I'm not going to give my donations. I'm not going to give my support. I am an alumni. I'm not alum. I'm not giving my money. You think they'd learn their fucking lesson, and they still haven't done it yet. All right, not getting too upset there. So I wanted to show you this, and you guys have been asking for this for a while. I try to tell you guys that I've tried to tell them, you and I, we went to the same grade school. It was kindergarten through 12th grade.
I was a good girl.
You were.
I'm telling everybody that. You were always in the principal's office.
If you'd have been a little bit more of a bad girl, we could have got along better.
You knew the principal on a first name basis.
Yes, I did. So we actually had our 5th and 6th grade class picture. We're standing there. You remember the class pictures? Get the whole class, hold up the little sign, teacher stands on one corner, and the whole class gets their picture. We're in the same class.
We're going to have to post that. I think we should post that on the members thing, or even the yearbook page, because the yearbook page definitely has us both in it.
So here's what I want to show you. Here's one. There's me, Gen X dad, and there's Gen X mom. This is our 5th grade class picture. And that's us. We're not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I think would be really funny if you can go back in time, and I just kind of right at that time in the picture, and I could lean over and look at you and go, hey, and you look at me and go, I'm gonna have sex with you one day.
I'd be like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, you could say that. It would be worth it, right?
Which one is this, 5th or 6th?
That's 5th grade. Miss Riley's class, 5th grade class.
Okay. So funny to see everybody, and I can name all those people right there.
So can I.
It's great.
No Dr. McDreamy in that picture, though.
No, he was not with Rowley.
That was a real one. And then I had one more for you here. This is side-by-side of 6th grade. I cropped it out for you.
God.
This is 6th grade.
This is so bad.
Yeah, that's there you go right there. There's Gen X
This is
mom
not
in the general.
okay. I was not a happy camper that day.
I was wearing one of my favorite OP shirts. I had my red OP shirt on with the blue stripes in the middle. You can't see it from there, but that's us in 1979 or 80.
Oh, my gosh. Al, everybody's saying that the kid looks like you.
Well, yeah, he doesn't look like the UPS guy, but it was close for a while. We weren't sure. So, yeah, what do you think of that?
That's
something everybody's been asking for a long, long time. We got more pictures like that, too.
That is so bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, proof that even in 5th and 6th grade, I was the stud you see before you today. Just beardless.
Just beardless.
The bad part is if I shave, I still look like that. I still have that baby face, that little kid face. If I shave, I still look exactly the same. So not going to shave this off anytime soon. And if I get drunk and pass out in Vegas, don't shave my beard.
That was EFOG just said something. We should post ours in Discord. That would be great. I would love to see everybody's 5th or 6th grade picture if you have it. I think it would be good too. I think it would be great. Just a flashback.
So, do you have anything else?
Yes, Mrs. Sun Valley Fox guessed Alf, by the way. No. And cats. Yes, she put it in. I caught it as a text message.
You know what? Because I love Mrs. Sun Valley Fox.
Yes.
I want you to send her a shirt. When you make these custom prize shirts, at the beginning of February, I want you to send her one. I really do.
Well, she said that. I said that to her, and she goes, no, we don't need a shirt. She was just sending it.
No, she doesn't have needs, but she does put up with the Sun Valley Fox. Every now and then it's nice to be rewarded for your efforts. A little token of our appreciation at Gen X Talks. I think that would go a long way. So you're getting one. That's end of story. All right. So let me go back. I think I was getting close to being finished with my stuff here.
I have stuff in the sheets if you'd like me to run through that.
I need to talk about your brother.
Oh, man.
Just a little bit. Sun Valley Fox.
My poor brother.
Well, since you're on the topic.
He's coming to Vegas.
I know he is, but, you guys have to remember, when you see, this is important, when you see the Sun Valley Fox in Las Vegas, when you see him at a barbecue, when you see the Sun Valley Fox in person,
he's amazing.
He's not, don't say that. You just know he's off a little bit. There's just something not, like the camera's just not quite in focus, and I'm going to explain why. He's a product of the 70s. Once you see some of the things that actually went on in the 70s, not all of them took. No, 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 no. The things that you see on popular media are the things that survived the 70s, that everybody loves about the 70s. What you're forgetting is all of the traumatizing things that didn't make it out of the 70s that the Sun Valley Fox was part of. Now, my wife wouldn't allow me to show actual pictures of him in these situations. So I had to pull back and go look someplace else. I had to find a similar picture. This is him. This is not. This is him. This is not. So, but keep in mind, this is as close as I could get. And this is important when we're understanding that older generation. It's important to understand what they went through. So let me cover a couple things here.
Oh,
this
man.
is in the area of fashion. And yeah, this is, no, not that one right there. Hang on, let me see. There's pink milk. And here it is. This right here. Here's one. This is fashion from the 70s. This was their underwear.
No.
This was their undergarments in the 70s. What a great looking wardrobe from inside out. This was right out of a magazine. Now, we had these in the 80s. They were called underoos for small children. They were for 3 and 4-year-olds. They had little matching little tiger animal things on them. And obviously this didn't make it through the 70s. They turned it into 80s fashion for toddlers. But when you see the Sun Valley Fox, realize these are some things he wrestled with, okay? This is some stuff there. So there was another one here. This one, I wasn't allowed to show the actual picture of him again, but this was fashion. This was another fashion statement from the 70s that didn't make it out of the decade. In fact, the only thing I know that made it out of the decade was that dude's shirt on the bottom became my grandmother's throw rug in the bathroom.
My brother never wore any of that.
Your brother was in the middle of all this.
No, he was a surfer guy. No.
Well, there's a surfer guy. Look, he's got a beach ball. He's got a volleyball.
That's a volleyball guy. No. My brother didn't wear that.
You don't know that.
Yes, I've seen pictures, and I was alive in the 70s. I saw that.
I'm just letting you know there's some things about your brother that go unexplained, unanswered, sometimes unquestioned. And I think that everybody, when you walk up and you see the Sun Valley Fox, after you know some of the traumatizing things he's been through, you should walk up and speak slowly. Hey, nice to meet you. I heard a lot about you, you know, and if you're really not sure what's going on, grab his hand with a handshake with 2 hands. You remember that one? Just be reassuring that he's okay. He doesn't venture out much.
Oh,
we all
my
have to understand the troubling places that he came from back in the day. Now, it's a little too late for his wife to divorce him, but I guarantee Mrs. Sun Valley Fox was looking at that screen and looking over to him going, oh, my God, he did not. Now, I didn't mean to start a fight. I don't want to break them up.
They're probably sitting there laughing.
They're gonna have some things to talk about now. I'm just saying, you know, you can't hide what goes on. Mm-mm.
She married him, you know, in
for better or for worse.
For better or for worse.
This one's great. Everybody knows we live in the town of Bakersfield, California, on the way to everywhere. It doesn't mean you're anywhere when you're here, but I just want you guys to know the hard-hitting news that gets to us here in Bakersfield. the things that hit home in the Bakersfield news. Bakersfield police arrest the duo behind the major retail theft, $6,500 in candy.
Wow.
That was a major event. It's like, you imagine that guy comes up, we got him. We caught him. The candy thieves, they caught him. And amazingly enough, they were skinny people. So you know they were selling these things in the black market. What I liked is this is an actual picture of the thieves' area where they were keeping part of their loot. Look how neatly they organized their stolen booty.
I appreciate that.
That was good. So
I appreciate that.
When you're on the black market looking for candy, you don't got to sift through a big black bag. No. You go to their house. They've got racks and everything.
That looks like beef jerky that's been separated into different. I appreciate that.
They separated it by flavor. That is a mark of true.
Yes.
Yeah,
like
that's
good
a
sales.
Great thief.
Yeah, that is a really
caring
work
individual.
of business.
That is the black market run correctly. It really is.
Excellent.
All right. So I just want you guys to see something else from the 70s. Now, this is from when my wife and I were kids. This is a normal birthday photo from the 70s. This is, we all gathered around. We talked about stuff. We did stuff. But look in the background. Nobody's thinking twice that there's 13 rifles and shotguns on the wall. There's even, look in the right corner, there's even a little tomahawk up on the drapes. You see that? Nobody ever thought a thing about it. And I just love those industrial gold lamps that are pointed down at the table.
Yep.
But you put a tablecloth on, you put out some party favors, and there's 9 kids never given it a thought.
You know what? We were raised right. We were told if you touch those, you were going to die, literally.
Don't touch that until you were trained in how to use them.
Yes.
And guess what?
And we
didn't touch them.
listened. Yeah, we listened.
We didn't touch them. We knew what was going on.
Unbelievable.
There's something now.
I have one to tell you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nowadays, you have to have, oh my gosh, fences around the pool.
Mm-hmm.
We had a pool. I grew up with a pool. We never
fence.
had a fence around the pool. You were told you do not swim unless there's adult home, period.
They'll tell you if you don't have locked gates, locked and alarmed doors, and a fence around your pool, Child Protective Services can take your children away in the state of California. And when I've been confronted in courts when we're doing foster parenting with stuff like this, and they say, well, you can't, if you don't have a gate with a lock so kids can't get in from the street, and doors in your house with an alarm so you know if the kids get out, and a fence around your pool, we can take your children away. And I said, or now, hear me out, this crazy idea, or we could just teach the kids how to swim, and the ones that aren't our children, we can say, stay the fuck off our property. We could do that. You know, or do you want to just put everybody to unnecessary expense, if you will?
Yeah, but I'm like, now that's why we have all these warning labels on everything too, because somebody stupid went and did something.
I like that picture you put up on the Facebook page sometime in the past. It was a dad in the 70s. He's holding a beer in one hand, and he's got like a 3-year-old in a bathing suit, and he throws him into the pool, and the kid's in the air. The kid's in the air is going, Daddy, I can't swim. And he goes, not with that attitude.
Exactly. That's what it was. Exactly.
Oh, yeah. So where was it? There was some things. Anyway.
Would you like me to do some sheets?
Yeah, you could do some sheets. Go ahead.
Randy Kurtzman on Facebook Business says, Gen X Mom, check the mailbox Monday. There is an Amazon package being delivered to you.
So I got something in the mail. He just wants you to go get it for me, right?
That's rude.
He wants you to go pick up the mail and bring it to me. Did it say, hurry and bring this to the general? Is that what it said?
No.
What? All right.
Loud one, $5. We have an Alf on our shelf above the fridge, he says.
Elf on a shelf.
Yeah. Alf on a shelf.
Alf on a fridge.
Eric Leroy gifted 5 Gen X Talks memberships to our Dylan, Grandma Shell, Phil's Garage, Drew Coleman, and Matthew Carlin. They all received memberships
Phil's
tonight.
Garage was already a member. I really did.
Well, I don't know. Triple Mickey, $50, I believe, on Rumble. $50
No
on
way.
Rumble.
Wait.
Maybe that's the first time.
How did was that on PayPal or was that through
Rumble?
Rumble.
You can actually donate money through Rumble?
That's
isn't
what
the
it
first
I think
says.
that's one of our first people.
It's one of the first, yeah.
Triple Mickey. Thank you
Triple
so
Mickey.
very much. You guys are a great duo. Mama Gen X deserves a tiara. Much respect from Huntington Beach, California, the most patriotic beach city in the U.S. We have our own swamp here that we're draining, and we're winning.
They are. They're absolutely there. They are a red bubble in a blue neighborhood.
Kay Workman wants to know, anyone want to hydrate? I guess you just did.
Oh, I gotta hide it. Hang on. All right.
Do,
I'm
do,
gonna
do,
hide
do,
behind the
do,
microphone.
do.
No, I don't want them to see me drink out of a straw.
Oh, Lord.
It looks horrible. I look like a fat kid at the zoo in suspenders.
Well, you know, if you keep announcing it, yeah.
Well, there's no way a guy can drink out of a straw and look cool. It just can't happen. You look like an idiot no matter what you do. So I'm going to hide behind the microphone here.
Oh, yeah, like that's not, you know.
I didn't drink. I was just looking and they're trying to see. So we're
All
good,
right. I just received another PayPal from Mrs. Four. $50 isn't enough, so here's another Mom's Mad Money.
All right. Now, you know, I was looking forward to saying, Mrs. Four, I'm really going to miss you in Las Vegas. I wish you to. No, now I'm glad she's not coming.
Thank you, Mrs.
All
Four.
she's been doing is walking around telling everybody how great you are the whole time. Can we put her in the woodshed the entire time we're in Vegas? Can we do that?
No.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
No. We're going to have to do some sort of live stream or something from Vegas something.
We're figuring that out, yeah. And not just those shower scenes we normally do.
Oh,
All right.
shut up. We should do it in the lobby area that we were talking about with that bar, that downstairs. We should just do it right there.
You just said you wanted to do it in the lobby?
Oh, God.
You want to do it in the lobby? All right, I'll do it in the lobby if you want to do it.
Yeah, if you want to get your fat ass out there for everybody to see in the lobby.
Not particularly, no. Thank you very much. They're all going to be
There'll
looking
be a
at you
full
anyway.
moon that night. Whew. Stand down.
Oh my God! All right.
You walked into that one.
Yeah, I guess I did. There's an investigation. I can say that one. That's stupid. My hands to play. Nah, I'm not doing that one either. Fashion choice. Didn't do that one. Getting on party. Not. Yeah. Real quick. I'm not. You guys think I'm trying to pick on Florida? I'm not trying to pick on Florida every week. But a Florida man got arrested for tossing an alligator into a Wendy's. He was disgruntled by some shit. He threw the alligator inside the Wendy's and shut the door.
Oh, nice.
Why does this shit happen in Florida? I'm not picking on Florida, but you guys are doing some weird shit down there. Every time I turn around, hey, you want to hear something fucked up? Let me guess. Florida? Yep, every time. All right. Here's another one on a sign in Florida. Touching wires causes instant death. Touching wires causes instant death. And then there's a $200 fine. True story. All right. I think that was it. Oh, here's another one for you. Florida man calls 911 because he needs a ride to Hooters. I got to tell you, I'm almost okay with that. I can almost lend some credibility to that, man. When you got to get to Hooters and you got no money for an Uber, you call 911. You never know. You might get a cop shows up that understands your emergency. You get a ride to Hooters. Why not? All right. So there's stuff. I think that's it. I think I can be done with that stuff. Anything else? What do you got?
I am looking right now. Sweets wants to know, is there still a bus photo being done by chance, and when can we purchase the deck of cards?
Okay, so here's the deal. The deck of cards are en route. I was going to have them at the show in Vegas, but I can't. But what I can do is I'm printing out some of the pictures of you guys on the cards and a regular deck of cards. There's going to be a special scan code for the people that are there in Vegas to get a special deal, a special edition. The other cards will be here. The stuff we've been talking about will be up later. But in Vegas, if you're there, that's where we're debuting them for a short period of time until the other ones come in. Now, the bus picture, RJG is still working on it. This thing is going to be magnificent. It is a cartoon rendering of a bus and a cartoon rendering of a lot of you. I think we up to like 50 people, 50 of you guys by name are, we sent RJG the picture.
Yeah.
He knows what you look like. He's cartooning you. It's going to look like you on the bus. We are going to have a special edition available only in Vegas where you can pre-purchase the bus picture in a frame. We don't have the actual picture yet, but you'll get it when you're there. And then everybody else afterwards. So you're going to have to actually know somebody that's going to Vegas that can say, scan the QR code for me. Get me the QR code so you can buy it. If you're going to try to kite my dubage from a distance, that's how you're going to have to go about it.
You're going to have to know somebody.
You're going to have to know somebody there. So the special edition stuff will be up for everybody who shows up. The other stuff will be up. The regular version will be up for the cards and the bus and some other stuff. After we get back, it'll be out there in February. And then again, we're going to do one thing special at Two Bears Route 66 Car Show. We're going to have something special for that event, too. So stand by, citizens. It's all going to come clearly into focus soon.
All right. Well, cool. Chris Wilson on Facebook wants to know, she said, bring it, big boy. You got the balls to show your ass in public? See, he's right there with me.
There was a time I didn't care. I'd drop trout wherever. Wouldn't bother me a bit.
Yeah, well, you think twice nowadays.
Those days are long behind me.
Loud one, $5. $500 isn't a fine. It isn't a fine towards the cleanup fee for tram track.
$500?
Isn't a fine.
You must be talking about something on the news that I missed.
Okay.
Or the touch the wires thing.
Oh, but it was $200.
Yeah. Maybe
Okay.
Fat fingered it.
All right. That's it.
$200. If you touch the wires, it's instant death, and there's a $200 fine.
On top of that,
I'm like, fuck the fine. If I'm dead, I'm not paying it.
there you go. I am done. Sheets are clean.
Light is green. The trap is clean. The sheets are emptied. All right, listen. We got to go. We got to get out of here. We got so much more going on tonight. We're behind on things. We got a full day tomorrow of posting. We'll post that article for you. If we really did make the front page of the newspaper, we'll send you a link. We'll talk about it. We'll put it out there for you. For those of you who know about Penny the pig, if you've been behind the scenes, if you know that we got a little pig about 6 months ago, Penny the pig no longer exists in the Gen X Talks family at all. Penny the pig is now gone. And it was a little bit of an adventure getting Penny to where she was supposed to be. There's pictures on that coming too. There's all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Usually on Sundays is when I try to catch up on the behind the scenes, take a sneak peek at what we're doing. That's what we're going to be doing tomorrow, along with some other stuff. And it's now a race. Gen X Mom's got to get some stuff done before we head to Vegas, and she didn't get any of it done today. Even though I did my part, she goes, well, I can't do this without you, so I did it immediately. Never moved towards. She didn't move the needle at all. Now I'm not telling you it's 4th down and 10 yards to go. I'm not saying that, but it's definitely 2nd down and 10 yards to go. We're getting close. The kid has a list of stuff he's supposed to do.
I'm great under pressure.
Kind of. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
I just always have a lot of stuff to do. It's a never-ending pile.
Yeah, but you got some deadline stuff you got to do. Anyway.
Oh, I'm great under pressure.
I'll be working with the kid tomorrow to
you got
get
that from
the radio station stuff. More up, more running. You guys go to kgxtradio.com. It's free, but you can start to see. We're not ready for it yet. The apps aren't ready. There will be an app for your phone that's free. We're not there yet, but the website still works. You can listen to the music. You can see what's coming up. There's really nothing on the schedule. The only thing that I did that's permanent on KGXT Radio, and I hope you guys agree with me. If you don't, then I would ask you leave the live stream and never come back. I would tell you refund your money, unsubscribe from us, unfollow us, and don't come back if you don't agree with the decision that I made about the radio station. And here it is. Every day at noon.
Our time.
Los Angeles time. Every day at noon. The radio station is going to take a brief pause right at 12 p.m. and is going to play the national anthem. Every day, out of respect. There's a little prologue that goes with it, but if you don't agree with that, if you think that's a bad thing, I would encourage you to get the fuck out of here. Because that was important to me. It's the first thing we did. We recorded it, did a little prologue to it. We put it up there, and we scheduled it out all the way till the year 2025. And that's there for a reason. It's there because I said so, and I mean it. I mean the words that are said. You'll have to listen, and it's important. That's the first thing we did. The other stuff is falling into place, but that was the first thing we got up there. Just so you guys know. If you guys have any question on the heart of this radio station, we're exposing it for you to see. We're not hiding anything. Yeah, Gen X Mom.
Nothing. I'm ready to say goodnight if you're ready.
You blurbled something. What were you blurbling?
None of your business.
Wow, and she wonders why she's always this close from being divorced.
Yeah, man, keep her blurbling to yourself.
Yeah.
You shut your mouth.
You shut your whore mouth.
All right, everybody. Bye. Thanks for spending time with us.
Kid, you want to say goodbye?
Bye, everybody. I'm glad I got to listen in. I was like one of you guys today, but I was doing the sheets.
That's right. You were. Okay, the kid's gone. The wife is gone. The light is green. The trap is clean. I got to go. Thank you, guys. If you had an hour and a half to waste, I'm glad you chose to waste it with Gen X Talks. It's always an adventure. It's always something fun. We bounce around a little bit, but we get the job done. That wasn't meant to rhyme, but it did, which means I'm a trained broadcast professional. And that stuff just flows out of me whether I like it or not. Yes, we got through most of the lies tonight with a straight face, even though we cracked a few smiles. Thank you for listening in. One more drink to you guys. Thank you guys for wherever you're tuning in from around the world, AM, FM, Sirius XM, or perhaps along the Armed Service Radio Network. Remember two things. Wherever you go, there you are. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. This one's to you. Thank you, extras. Oh, the truth is at the bottom of every glass.